get ready, 90 words per minute speed. Madam, 4 years ago we pledged to the people of India to give this nation an honest, clean and transparent government. We promised a leadership capable of taking difficult decisions and restoring strong performance of Indian economy. We promised to reduce poverty, expedite infrastructure creation, and build a strong, confident, and a new India. Whenever government took over, India was considered a part fragile five, a nation suffering from policy paralysis and corruption. We have decisively reversed this. The government led by Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi has successfully implemented a series of fundamental structural reforms. With the result, India stands out among the fastest growing economies of the world. The journey of economic reforms during the past few years has been challenging but rewarding. As a result of the reforms undertaken by the government, foreign direct investment has gone up. Measures taken by the government have made it much easier to do business in India. Natural resources are now allocated in a transparent and honest manner. There is a premium on honesty. There was a time when corruption was commonplace. Today, our people, especially our youths, are curious to lead their lives honestly. The indirect tax system with introduction of goods and services tax had been made simpler. Benefits to the poor have been targeted more effectively. With use of digital technology, the demonetization of high-value currency has reduced the quantum of cash currency and circulation in India. It has increased the taxation base and spurred greater digitization of the economy. The insolvency and bankruptcy code has changed the lender-debtor relationship. The recapitalized banks will now have a greater ability to support growth. All these structural reforms in the medium and long run will help Indian economy achieve stronger growth for a long time. Indian economy has performed very well since our government took over in May 2014. India achieved an average growth of 7.5% in first 3 years of our government. Indian economy is now $2.5 trillion economy, seventh largest in the world. India is expected to become the fifth largest economy very soon on purchasing power parity basis. We are already the third largest economy. Indian society, polity and economy had shown remarkable resilience in adjusting with the structural reforms. GDP growth at 6.3% in the second quarter signaled turnaround of the economy. We hope to grow at 7.2% to 7.5% in the second half. IMF in its latest update had forecast that India will grow at 7.4% next year. Manufacturing sector is back on good growth path. The services mainstay of our growth have also resumed their high growth rates of 8% plus. Our exports are expected to grow at 15% in 2017-18. We are now firmly on course to achieve high growth of 8% plus. We have taken up programs to direct the benefits of structural changes and good growth to reach farmers. poor and other vulnerable sections of our society and to uplift the underdeveloped regions. This year's budget will consolidate these gains and particularly focus on strengthening agriculture and rural economy, provision of good health care to economically less privileged, taking care of senior citizens, also aims at minimum interference by the government in the life of common people of the country. Government is providing free LPG connections to the poor of this country through Ujjwal Yojana. Under Saubhagya Yojana, 4 crore household are being provided with electricity connections. More than 800 medicines are being sold at lower price through more than 3,000 Jan Aishwarya Center. Cost of stents have been controlled. Special scheme for free dialysis of poor have been initiated. Persons belonging to poor and middle class are also being provided a great relief in interest rates on housing schemes. Efforts are being made to provide all government services, whether bus or train tickets or individual certificates online. These include passports which may be delivered at doorstep in 2 or 3 days or company registration in 1 day time, and these facilities have benefited a large section of our country. Certificate attestation is not mandatory interviews for appointment in Group C and Group D posts have been done away with. These measures have saved time and money of lakhs of our youth. Our government, by using modern technology, is committed to provide a relief to those who suffer because of rigid rules and regulations. Madam, while undertaking these reforms and programs, we have worked sincerely and without weighing the political costs. Our government has ensured that benefits reach eligible beneficiaries and are delivered to them directly. Many services and benefits are being delivered to the people at their doorsteps or in their accounts. It has reduced corruption and cost of delivery and has eliminated middlemen in the product produce. Our emphasis is also on generating productive and gainful on-farm and non-farm employment for the farmers and landless families. Madam Speaker, as a result of the hard work of our country's farmers, agriculture production in our country is at a record level. During the year 2016-17, we achieved a record food grain production of around 275 million tons and around 300 million tons of fruits and vegetables. Madam Speaker, in our party's manifesto, it has been stated that the farmers should realize at least 50% more than the cost of their produce. In other words, 1.5 times of the cost of their production. Government have been very much sensitive to these resolutions, and it has declared minimum support price for the majority of Rabi crops at least at 1.5 times the cost involved. Now we have decided to implement this resolution as a principle for the rest of crops. I am pleased to announce that as per predetermined principle, government has decided to keep MSP for the all unannounced crops of Kharif at least at 1.5 times of their production cost. I am confident that this historic decision will prove an important step towards doubling the income of our farmers.